And we finished up a case, and there was a preacher there that was following that case. And that night I was to catch an airline and go back to Anchorage. And he was there and he said, listen, David, I've got a small airplane and I can save you that ticket to Anchorage. I said, I really appreciate it, but no thanks. Well, this guy just pressed and pressed. I made the mistake of a lifetime. I said, okay, I'll go with you. We went out to the airport, saw his airplane. I thought, this isn't too bad. It's a nice looking airplane. At least it was shiny. Let me help you something. How shiny the plane is means nothing. We got in the airplane. It was just starting to get dark, and boy, he started it up, and man, he knew just what he was doing. We took off, and we're climbing for about 60 seconds, and we went into the clouds. And the pilot turns to me, and he says, I can't fly in the clouds. I don't know how. I said, you what? And he looked at me and he said, I'm feeling sick. And he put his head back and rolled his eyes. He said, you'll have to take over. This is what I said. I said, you wake up. You're going to fly this plane, and when you're done, I'm going to kill you. Then you're going to put your eyes back. How did I ever get talked into this? He's like having a trance. The plane is just... Now, I'm shaking so bad, my voice is having trouble.
Listen to this video.
You know, when Jesus hung on the cross, he said, my God, why have you forsaken me? Because Jesus wasn't just saying words. He was quoting scripture. He was pointing us to Psalm 22. Because Psalm 22 opens with the exact same words. My God, why have you forsaken me? But today I just want to focus on one verse in Psalm 22. Verse 6 says, but I am a worm and not a man. The common Hebrew word for worm is rima. But the word used in this verse 6 is not rima, it is tolath. Tolath refers to a very, very specific type of worm called the crimson worm. What does Jesus want us to know about this crimson worm? But I'm going to spare you the scientific details and instead read to you how Brooke Ligertwood beautifully describes it. A crimson worm only lays eggs once in her lifetime. When her time has come, the crimson worm inches her way up a tree and she adheres herself on the wood. As she takes her position and presses her body against the wood, she forms a hard crimson-colored shell which welds her to the wood's surface. Her choice is made.